system is making its way in for us. But we are on, I'd say, more of the drier side. It's starting off your day. It's a few showers across the region that are very light, but will pick up later in our day as that system begins to work its way in. But one thing you may notice heading out the door into our west side valley, specifically the Medford area, we are dealing with some areas of fog. So plan in some extra time to your commute this morning. That may impact you there. But those high temperatures today will be into the 50s. We have 59 for Medford, 59 for Grants Pass, over into Klamath Falls, 52, 57 for Wairika, and 58 along the coast. Winds are also going to be on the gustier side today. A bit blustery along the coast already this morning, with the recent clocked wind gust at 35 miles per hour at Gold Beach. And notice into those higher elevations, it is a bit breezy this morning, even into the Shasta Valley for Weed. But places of concern with those wind gusts today, higher elevation areas, also along the coast. East side, it'll be a bit breezy into the Shasta Valley as well. Breezier conditions into your west side valley, but nothing like what we saw overnight last night. But as we switch later to this evening, we will finally see it settle. Look at the coast, finally getting some lighter winds for your Friday. And speaking of the coast, we will also be dealing with high surf. So we have a high surf advisory in place until 10 p.m. tonight. A large breaking waves from 20 to 25 feet. Stay away from the coast if you can for the day today. We're going to see some better conditions over the weekend. But for tonight, we have 47 for your low into Medford, 36 over to Klamath Falls, 42 for Wairika, 50 over into Brookings. It will still be a bit breezy throughout your nice areas east side along the Cascades, but it is looking like we're going to see some improvements later. In terms of snow levels, snow is not going to be too big of a concern. Not even looking to get too much snow at those higher elevations like Crater Lake along with this system. So rain is going to be what we're really keeping an eye out for. So as we do switch over late into the morning, we'll start to see some rain work its way back into the coast. By the time we're late morning, early afternoon, it really begins to pick up. And by our commute home later this evening across the region, we'll be seeing widespread rain, and that'll continue on throughout your nights tonight. And then tomorrow, we'll start to see activity dwindle out. Could see some areas of fog waking up tomorrow morning, and areas over east, I will start to see those clouds break up. And then by the time you're into your Friday afternoon, much calmer conditions, and we'll see some breaks in the sunshine as well with those clouds. And it is going to be shaping up to be a much nicer Friday with passing clouds into your Saturday, and the weekend remains on the dry side. Now, in terms of how much rainfall it's looking like we're going to get, this system is looking much less impactful than what we were dealing with earlier this week. Higher end of the rain is definitely going to be along the coast and into western Siskiyou County. On the higher end, maybe about a half of an inch, but inland areas, I'm not expecting us to get any more than a quarter for some places, but most could even see a hundredths or tenth of an inch. But looking into the weekend, it is going to remain on the drier side with temperatures bumping up a little bit. It's going to be rather mild for your Saturday and Sunday, but do expect to wake up with some foggy conditions, especially into your Saturday, especially after all of that wet weather we've had this week and some more stable conditions. But look at your 7-day along the coast. Temperatures warm up through your weekend. We'll see passing clouds into your Saturday and Sunday. Over into Northern California, the slight chance for those showers wraps up early into your Friday morning, and we expect a drier second half to your Friday. And to the Klamath Basin, we'll see a bit more clouds passing through to Saturday, but in general remains dry into next week. And finally over into the mountains, snow is not going to be a huge concern with this system. We're checking out more rain along with it. We'll hold off onto those winter impacts for now. And finally back over into the Rogue Valley, slight chance for showers on your Friday. And then the weekend, we'll see temperatures warm up, staying dry, but keep a lookout for that valley fog.